This is Nosey with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael.
And Kirk. Guiding your noses today.
That worked. All right, so we're going to try this topic to start off. And hopefully y'all roll with us. Just hear us out.
We're going to give it our best shot.
So we're going to start with bonnets and durags. Just because that happens to be something I've talked about before. Not on here.
All right, let's start with I feel familiar with a durag.
Okay.
That is the piece of fabric that's like tied around Jesus style around the forehead.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's used to protect, it's sleepwear, in my opinion. It's used to tie your braids.
We're already getting into your opinion.
Yes. We use it to tie.
You're like, I hate them.
Absolutely. No, okay, so I'm going to tell you the functionality of them, and then we'll go from there. The
My
durag
macaroni and cheese friend used to wear one, so I can't wait.
So you wear a durag or a bonnet to protect your hairstyle. It's something,
Gotcha.
Or you're trying to get waves for a man if you wear a durag. That's typically how that works. So
Okay.
I have no problem with durags and bonnets for functionality purposes. But they are...
Oh, wait. We haven't discussed what a bonnet is yet.
Oh, a bonnet is the same thing, just the female equivalent.
Why?
It's to protect a woman's hairstyle while she sleeps.
So why is it called a bonnet and the other one's called a durag? If they're the same thing.
I think bonnets have existed for quite some time. I think durags is maybe 20, 30 years old. I could be wrong.
Has it always been called bonnet? I don't...
A head wrap, a scarf.
Okay.
But actually, scarves to me are a lot better looking because they're typically very pretty. And they have like designs and stuff on them. They have bonnets that have designs now, but at one point, bonnets was pretty much all black. They got designer.
I don't think I'm thinking of the right thing. Bonnet, where you tie it under your chin.
Hell no.
Mary had a little bonnet. A blue bonnet. Like bonnet.
It looks like a chef's hat.
And you're talking about a female durag.
It looks like a chef's hat.
What?
You know the chef with the mushroom on top?
What does?
A bonnet.
Not the bonnet I'm talking about.
Today's
Not the
bonnet.
real bonnet. My grandmother had a bonnet.
Yeah, I'm sure
She
my
would
grandmother
say,
did.
I have to put my bonnet on. The rain's coming down. It has to protect my helmet hair.
See, same functionality, protection of the hairstyle.
But it was...
But
It tied under her chin. Does the bonnet tie under their chin? Then it's not a bonnet. So we're going to call it something else. Tell me a little more about it. Chef's hat, you say?
It looks like a satin chef hat.
A satin chef hat. Like
Yeah.
tall.
Yeah, well, not as
Mushroom.
tall, but it has a mushroom shape.
Has a mushroom shape.
Yeah,
Like a shower cap.
yeah, but you're sleeping. It's usually satin of some sort, and a shower cap also
Satin
protects
does not
your
a bonnet,
hair.
mate. I'm just talking about the word bonnet.
Okay, well, that's what it's called.
Okay, so we're just going to call it a fancier shower cap.
Okay.
Okay, we'll call it a bonnet now, but we need to define what the bonnet was for those listeners of my persuasion that don't know what the bonnet is.
Okay. Oh, hell. That's going to be a long day, y'all. All right, so the bonnet and the durag, to me, serve the same functionality. Protective headgear while you sleep. Sleepwear.
Okay, so you don't mess your hair up.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay. And so there's this big thing going on. Monique spoke on it. I agree with her, but that's neither here nor there. That we as a community should not be out in this particular moment. It's
I love
about
how
women.
you said. Monique said it, and I agree. Now let me tell you what she said that I already told you I agreed on.
That'd be fine. So, in a nutshell, she basically said, and she said it very kindly. She wasn't like, "Don't be ghetto." She said, "Y'all, if y'all are my queens. If y'all gonna go out in the world, just make sure that you're presentable." She basically said, "You don't have to dress up, but you don't show your best self when you have on a bonnet or pajama clothes in the airport or at Walmart, things like
Because it's a shower cap.
Shut up! It's because it's.
I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I don't think that I'm. Let me say this as a person that's like, clothes are really. I think we came up with this whole fashion thing, and something's fashionable and it's not. It's all made up. None of it is real. So I'm jokingly calling it a shower cap. But here's the thing: if I see it in the store, my brain is going to say, "That's a shower cap."
Okay.
Because it doesn't tie underneath. That to me is a bonnet. And I guess maybe if I saw it I guess maybe if I saw it more like on television or something, where
It's not on TV unless they're going to bed, which is the
let's
main
say
point.
someone's walking the runway at the Oscars and they have their bonnet on.
No,
their shower cap that matches their dress. Chef's hat, if you will. I think if I saw it, I guess my brain would go, okay. In this made-up fashion world, that's now something that is fashionable. And not sleepy time.
No.
Right?
No. A bonnet and a durag, to me, is meant to be worn when you go to bed.
Okay.
Not
I
when
do
you're
remember the durag being an out in the world wear.
Yes, that was when 50 Cent made it cool. He wore one underneath a hat on the cover of his first Get Rich or Die Trying. You remember in the club song?
I'm very familiar.
That came out roughly our 11th grade year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fire. I sold like 50.
I'm a smidge older than you, but yes.
Yes, okay. Well, no, I bootlegged probably 50 copies of it in school.
Nice.
Yeah, hopefully
to give out to the friends, $5 a piece.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's the
I did the
mixtape
same
era.
thing. I did the same thing.
He was bootlegging 50 Cent.
Yeah. Well, mine was a little more on the Reba side. But yeah, we had a few Britneys, a little bye from NSYNC on there. We weren't quite that hard, We weren't quite Get Rich or Die Trying hard at that point.
In this undisclosed location.
In the undisclosed location.
You stupid. But no, okay, so people are feeling as though, well, I can wear what I want to. It's my head, and why are we always getting criticized? And I do understand it gets old being under attack. But for myself, I don't want my lady stepping out the house with no bonnet on. Just like I don't step out the house with a do-rag on. Except the time, again, in high school when 50 Cent made it cool, and that was quote-unquote fashionable to wear a do-rag, that you would get like a colored do-rag to match your outfit that goes under your hat. So there was a sense to it.
Orange.
I think I had black, white, and red.
No. I said orange, so I would remember the rest of the story that I was going to tell you.
Oh, I got
There's this guy that I went to high school with.
Okay.
And his was orange.
Literally?
The do-rag was orange.
Okay.
The do-rag, the shirt, the shorts.
See?
And the socks and the shoes were all the same orange.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so interesting.
Okay.
And I used to go to stores and I'm like, where did he find the same color in everything?
That's not hard. Just hit them all.
Have no idea. Still to this day, have no idea where he got it. No clue.
Okay. So now, like I said, I do understand that women have been attacked over history, and it gets old. But I don't think this one should be, and I can't determine how people feel about anything. But I don't think I don't think it's fair to feel offended when somebody's wanting you to just present your best foot forward, because you don't go to work in a bonnet. Dude, I've never seen a woman.
But here's the thing, though. Let's say there's a doctor's office.
Okay.
And let's say all the females get together in that doctor's office and they say, girls, tomorrow is bonnet day.
Bonnet day?
Bonnet, shower cap, chef's hat day.
Okay.
And they all wear a bonnet the next day. And everybody goes, huh, okay. And they go, you know what, girls? Bonnet day was so successful. Let's have another one Monday. And then all of a sudden, they go, you know what? Half the people aren't really feeling bonnet day. Why don't the other half of you that like bonnet day keep it going? And they keep wearing it going. After a couple months, everybody's going to expect what kind of bonnet she got on today. You know what I mean? It's going to become a thing of who's got the best bonnet. Let the patients of the doctor's office vote for best bonnet of the day. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I mean, I guess the only way that something became professional or wearing out appropriate is because we said it did. Somebody in fashion went, you know what? Shorts, don't wear those to restaurants.
Okay.
You should wear long pants to restaurants.
Okay.
And we all went, heck yeah. And that's how shorts are not
professional.
Well, dinner wear Even though I wear,
Absolutely.
I've got the same 7 pairs of shorts and seven shirts, 7 different colors. So that's why shorts are quote unquote not appropriate at dinner. Because somebody said they weren't. Right. It's not because when you wear pants into the restaurant, you're going to burn. You know what I mean? It's somebody just went, I don't really like how that looks. And we all went, okay, that's not much.
Fair enough. I mean, that would be like in the military, you're not allowed to have a beard unless you have a medical condition like I did.
Okay.
But what's interesting about that whole you have to shave thing got implemented last maybe 20, 30 years.
I know this is going to sound so stupid.
Uh-huh.
But when you said that,
What?
medical condition, right before you said, like I have,
I do have a shaving.
what popped in my head was, what? Butterface.
Oh, Lord.
And then you went,
no.
and I have it. And I was like, well, okay.
No, I mean, it's called
It won't be as funny.
Well, look, it's called pseudofolliculitis.
We've talked about it.
Yes. It's where the hair curls back in.
I get a little bit of it.
Yes.
But mine is not extensive.
Yeah. But how you said wearing shorts to dinner just became taboo because somebody said it was.
Oh.
In the military, shaving was not initially for any other reason except it didn't, quote unquote, look professional.
Right.
But then they realized over the years that with your gas mask, it doesn't create a full seal if you have facial hair. So they used that as the reason afterwards. But initially it was just, that don't look professional.
Right.
You have to shave now. See
So
what I'm saying?
they found a piece of evidence that supported their already decision.
After the fact.
It's very common in this country.
Very.
Just wanted to point that out real quick. What else? Yes. I mean, here's the thing. We can all come up with something later. Then we go, see,
That makes
right the
sense.
whole time.
Yeah.
Well, no, you didn't know that you were right until somebody with a beard put on a gas mask and it didn't work.
Right.
That's how that.
Yeah. You can have
You making the decision 60 years ago to go, beards suck, has nothing to do with this gas mask.
Exactly.
60 years later. Just say it.
Exactly. So I do understand if you want to wear a bonnet or a durag out in the world, do your thing. I just think it
What do you think let's say before Rihanna wears it.
Okay.
And it becomes what all the white women want to wear. Let's just say that.
They will.
Because it'll happen roughly about a year and a half after that.
Where's my bonnet?
Right. Girl, did you get your bonnet? They'll have bonnet plus for the girls with long hair. They'll have bonnet small for the girls with tiny heads. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But anyway,
You know y'all gonna steal
before Rihanna wears it and it becomes the new fashion
Right.
item that everyone must have, white women. Before that happens, what do you think it would say currently? When you see a female wear it, what are you thinking in your mind?
For me, myself, it just looks like you don't give a shit. Even if you do.
About what?
Yourself or how you look.
Oh, okay.
Even though that's probably the furthest thing from their mind. But it does seem that a woman who's dressed a little nicer, and again, this is just a broad example, not versus a bonnet, but a woman who's in athletic wear, she looks like she may be an athletic person, a person who has on business attire like a suit and a nice pencil skirt. You in your mind, you think they're very professional. Or if you got on, I forgot the comedian who made the joke, and it's a hell of a joke. I can't quote the joke. I'm going to quote the point of the joke.
Oh, good.
I think it was Dave Chappelle, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But he basically said it was basically comparing women who dress very revealing versus a guy who dresses up like a cop but is not a cop. So if you see a guy dressed like a police officer and it's an emergency, you need police assistance, and you see that person dressed like a police officer, what do you assume?
All right. This is going to be a dumb question.
Okay.
But I'm going to go for it anyway.
Okay.
Set the scene for me. Where are we?
Okay, say you're walking down a dark street.
If I'm standing... Okay, go ahead.
You're walking down a dark street and somebody stole your wallet from you or something stole from...
What's around me?
Say you're walking around downtown.
Tell me about downtown. What's there? I need to know. Okay, it's gonna become stupid really quickly when you realize why I'm asking you what's around there.
Okay, you're walking downtown, bars and all that other stuff, and
I may not automatically assume they're a police officer.
Okay,
I need to see the police suit.
If it looks like a legit, the guys that you ever seen Let's Be Cops?
Because I'm thinking strippers, go-go dancers. I'm just saying.
Okay.
If I'm standing outside of go-go to go, where the go-go dancers are dancing, and I see two police officers, especially, I'm not going to be like, officer, I need your help. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless I'm trying to like, officer, I need your phone number. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very different.
Okay.
Whereas also I'm thinking, how shifty do they look? Do I see a police car anywhere nearby?
Okay, you're going to think all that.
Oh, always. 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 My dad was a state trooper.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, the average person.
Always.
If you see
the reasonably prudent person.
You're stupid.
So the reasonably prudent person,
right.
I still think if you're standing somewhere and there's no police car and there stands this person with a police uniform on, it better look real.
Okay.
Because if it looks slightly fake,
better
I think, who is this? What outfit is this? What's your badge number, sir?
Okay, if you're in the mall walking around, you bought some clothes,
and I see a mall cop.
Yeah, you see, just like if you see somebody dressed like your whatever county this is, like a police officer. We
don't have a county in the undisclosed. Okay?
Oh, okay. Shit, I ain't know.
It's just a plot of land that doesn't exist to anybody.
You stupid. No, so you walking in the mall, you see somebody steals something you just bought, the bag from you out of your hand, and takes off running. You see two cops standing right there. You're like, hey. In your mind, if they're just like police officers, on average, would you assume that they're a police officer?
Yes.
Okay.
Get her. She stole my shit. Get her.
So if you see somebody
I paid $50 for that. Get her.
Well, it might be
That's the most I've spent all day, all year. Get her.
One for each episode. All right,
but see, okay, go for it. I think it's
see what I'm saying. So if you assume that person is a police officer based on the fact that they're dressed like a police officer, why can't I assume a woman? He used dressed like a stripper, but why can't I assume a person who's out and about in the world at 2:00 in the afternoon in sleepwear doesn't have any? She may not have high self-esteem. You know what I'm trying to say? Not high. That was the worst example. If you see somebody dressed like a cop and you can assume that they're a cop, why can't you assume somebody that's dressed homely is homely?
Oh, I mean, I think you do.
That's what I'm saying.
I was just waiting for you to tell me.
I couldn't say
what.
I suck at this.
We rode around the block a few times, but we made it.
Yes.
So yeah, well, duh. But also, how does it look?
How does what look?
Is there a tear in it?
The quality of the bonnet? And the durag?
The bonnet. Why don't we call it the bonnet?
The bonnet. We might call this episode the bonnet.
But with the bonnet.
The bonnet?
The bonnet. Shower cap. Chef's hat. Is it a little tattered? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, your level of homely. Like, if it looks like it's freshly bought, I might be like, oh, okay. Work, girl. You know what I'm saying? No. Work the bonnet.
So, but if your bonnet is now a bonnet.
But if I see a tear in it, I'm like, oh.
That's a bonnet.
Girl, you okay with your bonnet?
Oh, hell.
Girl, your bonnet got a tear in it.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm not fooling with you. You're stupid.
But don't you think that makes a difference?
Yeah, but
Rihanna's not wearing a tattered bonnet. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I agree.
Even if she tries to look homely, her bonnet is going to be put together, and it might even be bedazzled.
Yes, absolutely. It'll be fabulous.
Oh, God.
It'll be fire.
Bedazzled bonnets. We should get in the business before it becomes a thing.
Hell no. Coming soon.
Somebody out there.
The bedazzled bonnet.
Bonnet. We could be your commercial.
Exactly. You are tripping, dog. But see, so and it's not fair that somebody who's trying to just be comfortable and not care what other people think.
Oh, also, one last thing.
What?
Is there visible rollers through the bonnet?
I've seen some before. I've seen one today at Popeye.
If I can see from the shape.
No, I was in the drive-thru and I had just talked about the bonnet thing just earlier. I brought upon the bonnet.
You talked it up and she appeared.
Yeah. But you know what's funny though? I was in the drive when I first pulled up to Popeyes. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get in this line because it wasn't crazy like it normally is, but it wasn't short. And then I looked,
and we've already discussed they take too long.
Yes, but the food is banging. But so I looked down at my clothes. I had on a wife beater, some polo house shorts, and slides with no socks.
Okay.
I said, I'm going to stay in the car and deal with this line. And the moment I was getting ready to get my food, I see a young, beautiful lady She
sashayed?
Yeah, she sashayed with her bonnet to her car, which means she got out of her car, went inside Popeyes, looking like she just rolled out of bed, sat in there because they slow as hell. Got her food after about 40 minutes.
Waved at everybody.
The bonnet.
Everybody was checking out the bonnet.
And she got it right in her car and drove away.
Was it tattered?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about.
It wasn't tattered from what I could tell.
Depending on how tight it is, if I can see your curlers, I want to be like, I see your curlers.
Oh, Lord, we're going to never put this episode out.
Ma'am, your curlers are showing.
Oh, hell. But no, I mean, it's just the truth, man. I mean,
well, I think there is a balance between, like, I can understand where, okay, when I was growing up, I'll give you an example from my childhood.
Oh, y'all had bonnets?
Which didn't go well with the bonnet. So I used to love to wear hats.
Okay.
Long story why I don't anymore, but I'll probably get back into them sooner or later. The hair's leaving, but rapidly jumping ship. But anyway, so I used to wear hats all the time. But I could not wear one at church.
Okay.
It never made any sense to me. Here's my mom's answer. My mom's answer was, the Lord wants to see your face from above. Huh? Because, the bill of the hat covers your face.
But if you're looking straight down, all he sees is the top of your head.
Well, if you're looking forward.
I'm just playing.
That's true. Well, there's some flaw into this logic because it's not real. You know what I'm saying? If God is truly everywhere, you can't see my face.
He can.
Really, girl? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, but that was my mom's response.
Okay.
The reason is because there's no reason you can't wear a hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wear a hat to church. Who cares?
Yeah.
Nobody cares. And people wear hats to church all the time now.
Well, see, black women, they killed the hat game at church.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about the hat game.
Oh, you're talking
about a baseball cap.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Let me change that. Since we're being strict about bonnet, I'll say cap versus hat. I wanted to wear a baseball cap to church.
That's not, you shouldn't wear a baseball cap, but who am I?
But people wear them all the time now. Yeah. And it's nobody cares because everybody realized, you know what, that was dumb.
You're here to praise the Lord. Who cares? It's the truth, though. That's why a lot of people didn't.
You know what? Some people are not there to praise the Lord.
This is true.
We're not going to get into that on this episode, but I just want it for the record. Not everybody's there to praise the Lord.
You mean the choir director? Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. All right, let's not go.
Okay. So the bonnet.
Yes.
Here's my thing. It will be a fashion statement. We know it is because it's currently being talked about.
Yeah.
And whether it comes from the black community or the gay community, at some point, these two communities are going to meet the white women, and the white women are going to be like, oh, I got to have that.
Yeah, and then y'all going to take it.
And then all of a sudden, it's fashionable.
Yeah.
White. Fashionable.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So which is awful.
But you know what, truth be told, I don't like how it looks, but it is, if you want to wear it, do your thing. Because I do understand, like you're saying, not everything, most things that black women do the damn thing at, it's not cool, it's not presentable until white people get it. Like big lips, big booties, all that.
Oh, yes. Yes. I mean, Instagram models.
Yeah. They paint themselves to look like they're not white.
Well, it's gotten to this like cartoon level.
Yeah.
Like,
you mean proportion, right?
Well, I think here's the thing.
Okay.
To have a big butt, you have to be big. What I'm saying is your body naturally sort of balances itself out.
You have to have a fuller body.
So when you have a pinky of a leg,
Right.
and you've got a gigantic butt, that's not, your body isn't balanced.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's become the thing, and now it's like,
It's ugly though. The ones that aren't.
well, but here's the thing. Now they're not even getting any of this stuff done. They're just cropping their pictures.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying though? Like if you're the Insta model, you could have your Instagram persona, and you can Photoshop that so much that when you go out in the real world,
Nobody even knows you.
Nobody has a single idea that you're
That person is
Janet Hip Hugger. You know what I'm saying? Whatever screen name. By the way, if there's no Janet Hip Hugger, that's a really good one. But anyway, but you know what I'm saying? They're now what do you call it? Photoshop.
Yeah.
Photoshopping these photos to where they have a completely different body proportion everywhere.
Yeah.
Like they have these waists that don't exist, or it's very, very Kim Possible cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Where they, somebody just didn't want to draw all that,
Right.
So they drew this weird, sort of messed up thing, and now we're doing it in real life,
Right.
or at least through the picture. But some people are getting surgery for this.
Yeah. It's getting ridiculous.
That's crazy to me.
But
why did we get on this topic?
Because because I said black culture, particularly black women, create a lot of dope shit. And
Yes.
then every other part of every other race takes it, and then it's okay. But when we deal with it, when it's not professional, it's not presentable, that's ghetto, that's whatever. We have to go through we have to be uncool until we make it cool. I don't know if that made any sense. Basically, we are the one. We'll start some shit, but deal with all the ramifications of it. But once it becomes the norm or popular or presentable, we had to deal with all the shit before it became cool. But you took it from us.
Yes. Me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No. I hear you. What was going through my mind was when I was in middle school, this person that was my friend, we're not friends anymore. It's a whole thing. Compulsive liar, whatever. So in middle school, I think we were in 6th or 7th grade. Mm-hmm. He was flamboyant, more than
The norm?
compared to the rest of the class.
Okay.
I don't know why I keep doing that. That's
You
what I
ain't
do
at
at work.
work,
I know. That's what I do at work. Anyway, I was hair flipping my microphone. Anyway, so he got these sandals, and they were semi cute, in my opinion. I was like, well, that year he wore them all year. Fought through it. I think he liked to be a little bit of a martyr. You know what I'm saying? But he liked the attention, negative or positive. He whatever.
Oh, gotcha.
So he wore them all year. Well, here's the thing. Next year, all the guys were wearing them. Not me, but all the guys were wearing them. The popular guys were wearing them. They were now the popular shoe. Mm-hmm. And I used to laugh with all the girls. Like, you do realize that, I almost said his name. He wore these shoes all last year. And they made fun of him and called him gay. Like, we all know this, right?
And now they're all right.
And they were all laughing. But the thing was, they all wore the shoes the whole year. And he had thrown his away.
See?
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was the thing that popped in my mind. Because I think that happens with everything. There has to be a first of something. But you're talking more on a community level, which I think is even more crazy, that it's not even just one person in your little area. It can be a whole community across states, multiple states.
Prime example of that story, you said that the guy who started the sandal wearing, say that's the black community, went through a whole school year being made fun of. Right. That would be us going through all the criticisms of dreadlocks.
Being put down.
Yeah.
Made, less than. Yeah.
Oh, dreadlocks, that's not a presentable hairstyle, or, you know what I mean? Just whatever black culture typically creates. And then the next school year, when everybody has them, what we thought was already cool is now societally cool, even though we dealt with all the backlash before everybody said it was okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, look, I don't know.
Let me tell you, if I would have kept all the Champion clothes,
you could sell all that shit on eBay.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I cannot believe that Champion
came back.
It's not at Walmart anymore. I noticed it's now gone from Walmart.
It's fashionable now. Like, what again? But history repeats itself. Style
It'll go
does.
back to Walmart.
Yeah, Reebok's in Walmart too.
It's been in Walmart.
Yeah,
Our entire lives.
Champion?
Champion has been in Walmart. I used to have I'm a Walmart person. I'm not a Walmart supporter. What I mean is I've usually lived in an undisclosed location that only has a Walmart nearby.
Yeah, no
and all the
Target.
other stores are about 2 hours away. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
he lives in the middle of nowhere.
so Walmart it is.
Yeah,
But I mean, that was where I got my clothes.
yeah.
And there's Champion, and now they're too good for Walmart.
And
That's
Target.
crazy to me. And Target, they're too good for Walmart and Target.
Well, the thing is, maybe more than 10 years, but in the last, I'm 36, maybe the last 10 to 15 years, maybe the last 10 years, I ain't gonna say 15. A lot of old school stuff is coming back. A lot of it is here now, but the louder clothes, the box haircut, the high top fades. There was a time when there was a real Black Power movement. I mean, there is now, but I'm just for what I'm trying to say. And locks were a thing. It was a big Rastafari
Gotcha.
boom or whatever. And a lot of that has come back. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of just history repeating itself.
Yes. And honestly, we can't talk about white people in dreadlocks. I just can't do it. I can't represent the white community on
You
this
speak for all
particular
white
topic.
people on this podcast.
But between me and you, I know, but
Why
that
y'all
one
keep
I
trying
just
to get dreadlocks, man?
it
Leave that
looks
shit alone.
awful.
It's
I think I've seen it done semi well a handful of times over the years.
Not Justin Bieber, who's doing it currently, and it looks like shit.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's a hot mess. I should
I haven't
take
seen
a
it.
break.
But my thing is like there has to be a certain texture level. Like there's
You have to have more curls.
right. There's like for your hair to flow in the wind, it has to have a certain texture and move to it. To have it dreadlocked, it has to have a certain
Curl.
texture and thing to it that is best for dreadlocks. And white people don't always have that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I get a little like, but then there's the whole hippie thing.
Yeah, theirs is more not trying
But that
to
is
get
not
dreadlocks.
Is that dreadlocks? I thought that's a different word.
That would be the white equivalent of Rastafari.
All right, let me just check in really quickly. Talking about Marvin Gaye, right? Talking about
no.
no, not Marvin Gaye.
Oh Lord, come on.
No. What's his name? Damn it.
Mr. Marley?
Bob Marley.
There you go.
I almost said his son was on that song with Katy Perry because I'm a white. Because I couldn't think of his name. Because I'm great with names.
Yeah, so am I.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Bob Marley. That's who I was thinking of. I don't know why I said Marvin Gaye.
He's
Bob
black too, though.
Marley.
You're good.
But I'm saying no. But his music is totally different.
They're both incredible, but go ahead.
Oh yes, talented.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Yes, absolutely.
But I was thinking Bob Marley
Yeah.
with the dreads.
Yeah, that's
because that was the
movement.
most famous dread-locked person that I've seen in the world.
Yeah, you got to think Lauryn Hill had locks at that time.
Lauryn Hill had
so
them,
a lot of
yes.
people. My man, what's the one?
What happened? Can I just ask you a quick question?
Lenny Kravitz.
What happened?
He had locks. See what I'm saying? So that was
hold on.
very.
We got to hold Lenny. Let me tell you
That's
right
your
now.
boo.
No. Let me tell you right now. Lenny Kravitz is why there was an adjustment in the interracial relationship all across the United States of America. Fight me. Anybody out there
They're gonna
listening?
say at me.
Lenny Kravitz is why the white women were like, oh.
Yeah, but see what I'm saying? Locks.
And they went, you know what? I'd be brave for you. That
See?
was the shift. I'm kidding. I'm really
know.
kidding. But anyway.
But he had locks. Him and
Wait, Lauryn Hill. I had a question about Lauryn Hill. Where the hell is she?
showing up late for concerts.
I heard
or
that.
Not
I
showing
heard
up
that
at
a few
all.
years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. I don't know.
Doo-wop, that thing, I used to know every word to that song.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, no, I love her.
Yeah.
Sister Act 2,
Yeah, fire.
I watched that movie
A gazillion
even
times.
more times because of Whoopi and Lauryn
Lauryn
Hill.
Hill, yeah. The
They're
rest
the
of the
best
cast
part of the whole
is- yeah.
I mean, I love the rest of the cast,
Yeah.
especially the other two white women, but because they're funny.
yeah.
Because they're funny. But let's be honest. White people, black people, we all watched that movie
For Lauryn Hill
and Whoopi Goldberg. I don't care what your race is. We all
Absolutely.
watched
Yeah.
it again and again for those two.
It goes on all the time. But, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where
See what I'm saying?
is she?
She's on a daytime talk show. It's The View, The Chew, one of them. I don't watch it, but
The
I know
View, The Jew, the dog toy.
one of them. There's like 3 or 4.
Is she on The View with Whoopi?
Whoopi's on. It's one of them.
Whoopi is on The View.
I think so. She's on one.
But you're talking about Lauryn Hill.
No,
Lauryn Hill's on the daytime.
No,
oh, you're talking about Whoopi.
Yeah, Whoopi.
She's on The View.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yes, Whoopi is on The View. I thought we were talking about Lauryn Hill. I meant.
Right,
I
my
know
bad.
where. Let me tell you right now.
Whoopi's
I know
killing it.
exactly where Whoopi is.
Yeah, she's killing
Let me tell you, I did not stop following Whoopi. I am still following Whoopi.
Actively.
Let me tell you right now, Karina,
Mm-hmm. That's a good
everything.
movie. Yeah. I'm bringing you back.
Hold on. Oh crap! What was the basketball movie?
Oh, Eddie. When she was the coach for the New York Knicks.
I still have it.
Yeah, fire.
in the undisclosed location
On VHS.
across the street, in the bunker across the street. Yeah. Oh no. I'm fully aware of where Whoopi's been and where Whoopi will continue to be. I will be in the know. I'm talking about Lauryn Hill.
Yeah,
Because I lost track of Lauryn Hill well before
I think she
the
lost
internet
track of
and
Lauryn Hill
social.
a long time ago. But let's go back though.
Go ahead.
So that's what I'm saying. So that
She'd be a good one. Now, if Lauryn Hill wore,
a bonnet,
if she wore the bonnet, it'd be all in. We'd all be in.
she'd be Jason Momoa's wife, Lisa Bonet. That was terrible. I'm sorry, y'all. But no, anyway.
Dad joke.
Yes,
I'm kidding.
That was a dead joke. But okay, so that's what I mean though. So I don't know. Just walk back with me, everybody. So the reason why I say so that was in reference to there's a recycling of history of fashion with champions.
Yes.
Then we're gonna go back some more, and then that was in a nutshell. I do understand that we create shit that in the moment is cool just within our culture.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets stolen from, and I hate to sound like the internet, but cultural appropriation.
Okay,
It
can I ask you a question? Yeah. All right. I feel like it might be a little deeper than that.
What do you mean?
Well, because here's the thing. I think this is just outside perspective, hip and cool and with it.
Okay.
I think that when black people are doing it, it's viewed as very cool.
Then why is it criticized so bad?
Depending on how old you are.
Oh, okay.
Are you with me
So
so
it might
far?
be a generational thing.
Correct.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. There's plenty of stuff that I thought looked so good on the black kids in my school.
Right.
Like I was like, that looks cool. I like that. And then when I put it on, I looked a little pale.
Okay.
Pale.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? That may not be for me and my white skin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is fine. It doesn't make it bad. It
Right.
makes it looks good on you.
Yes.
Not on this one.
So maybe that's why it gets when we start.
But my
something
parents,
like, oh,
they're like, until they see Jennifer Lopez wear it or
Right.
whatever. I'm
Yeah.
I'm trying to give like a
Right.
who's after Rihanna? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who is the train conductor that goes from Rihanna to the first approved white person? Do you know what I'm saying? Like
I get what you're saying,
who is that middle girl?
Shit, I don't know.
But you know what I'm saying? The only one, and let me tell you, this should tell you why white people should not come up with new stuff. Just saying.
Okay.
Do you remember Kate plus 8? Or Kate and John and 8?
A TV show with all them kids?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember when she got mad and he was cheating on her and she got that jacked up bang and all the white women got it?
No.
And the black women were like, no, girl. And the white women went, no? Oh. We can't get away with it, even though we're all doing it? And the black woman said, no. No, not at all. We're going to draw the line here at John's wife's haircut. Do you know what I'm saying? And the white women went, okay, yeah, we probably shouldn't do that. And they all got rid of it. But they did it without it being filtered through the cool factor. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's your example. If anybody's like, no, white people start stuff, you go, yes, she did. And no, it did not last that long. And it is looked back on with shame. It won't be revolving back in later.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay. So I do understand. That's the thing, though. Like I said, we make shit cool. There is going to be a point where wearing a bonnet and pajamas and a tank top.
Well, but also, real quick on that same topic.
Okay.
No, just real quick. Who's making the music?
Black culture?
black people.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. When it comes to like, there's a couple of DJs who are white.
Right.
And there's a couple of like Max Martin and what's his face that's not good. But
No idea.
he keeps coming back around because he makes good music and people keep hiring him. The one with the ketchup, whatever. So anyway, you've got, a handful of people. But if you look at all the top 100 songs, there's at least 4 black names. Just saying, stereotypically black names or people that you recognize their name and they are black are on every one of the top 100 songs.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Right.
The influence is currently happening, been happening, and currently happening.
Yeah.
So the bonnet will be out.
Yeah.
Ladies, if you're listening to this and you got the bonnet maker out there, make you a few bonnets and get them out there. Put them on the Instagram, put it on the Facebook, get it selling them. Because I'm telling you right now, Rihanna's coming and she's got the bonnet on. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
I just need you to give me credit with the podcast name underneath it with your endorsement that you listen.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just to me, it's not ugly. It's just not pleasing to my eyes either.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean it's that woman that's wearing or that man that's wearing a durag is less valuable or less worthy than the next person. It just gives you. It just gives you.
What about the with the pants?
The pajama pants?
No.
Joggers?
No, where it's below the butt.
Sagging?
I had to think of the word and you weren't helping.
What the hell are you talking
Sagging.
about? Okay.
That never was positive.
No. I mean, we thought
Still
it looks
isn't.
cool, but
you know what I'm saying? It still isn't positive.
Right.
Like
with grown-ups.
No matter what race you are, you look at somebody, you're like, oh God.
Yeah. Grown-ups, yes.
Right. Depending on your age.
Yeah.
But hair flip of the microphone. Or headphones. I'm saying microphone, headphones. So anyway, what I was going to say was, it's possible that the bonnet won't take off because sagging didn't take off.
No, it's still
like nobody makes pants for the purpose of them sagging.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? The bonnet has to be a specially made object, but it could work as long as Rihanna wears it with the right outfit to the right award ceremony.
I wouldn't be surprised. Somebody will probably do it and say, I'm standing up
I need to make sure this episode's released ASAP. Because when it happens, we're going to have her picture and I'm going to tag this episode and I'm going to say, I called it. Because you know it is.
Don't let your people steal it then. You got to be.
It's coming.
You
Look,
be an
here's
ally.
the deal. Let me tell you. What are we going to do? You just have to let it happen. I hate to say that because that's so crazy, but I don't know what else you do. You can't go PSA to all white people. Please stop.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're going to have the people that are like, oh, I don't do that. So you got to fight through those people,
Yeah.
Jesus. That's true. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's no way to be like, all right, attention, all you. Everyone
yes,
who burns in the sun after the first hour. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
terrible.
But I mean, can you even say that? So I mean, it's gonna happen. The white women are gonna wear the bonnet.
Yeah,
they're gonna wear the bonnet
and not have the style that needs
Gucci,
protecting,
right? And not even need it for its intended purpose. And then Gucci's gonna make one.
Yeah, Versace the whole
Versace's
nine.
gonna have one. Who's the bag?
Chanel? No, not Chanel. Birkin?
Birkin. Thank you. They're gonna have a Birkin bonnet, and they're only gonna make 5,
and it's gonna cost $10,000,
and it's gonna cost $20,000 for the Birkin bonnet, and I'm gonna be sitting here poor, saying, "I said that first. I'm the one that said this."
That's gonna be the name of this episode. A Birkin bonnet.
A Birkin bonnet.
I'm gonna spell it like bonnet, but with an apostrophe at the end.
No, BOO, boo, and then NEIGH, like neigh like a horse, bonnet.
Oh
Lord. With quotes on each side of
Lord.
it, the Birkin bonnet.
Yes, but oh hell. You are stupid.
But factual. It's coming. You know it is. But for now, let's judge people who wear them. I think, just like with any clothes, because I have my 7 outfits that I wear, and you said they looked nice.
Okay.
And I think as long as they look nice, like mine don't have any rips in them. They don't have big stains on them. They don't have holes in them. So I think as long as they look like they've been taken care of, I think you can get away with wearing anything. Do you know what I'm saying, though?
I do get what you're saying. Now I'm just speaking for me personally, not for the whole, whatever, the world or this culture that does it. I just don't really care to see it, and because I believe in putting your best foot forward for the most part, and I don't like for myself when I had real nice waves before I start growing locks. I didn't wear a durag outside because I just felt that's for the house. So I'll put it this way: I want whoever I'm with, or I think as couples, just try to live by the same standard as your partner, and then if bonnets are your thing, then that nigga might be wearing a durag right beside you.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yes.
Or 03 Bonnie and Clyde.